So hello and welcome people back to Let's Play Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. We're still going back to Hogwarts exteriors because there is a lot that we are yet to explore there.
You weren't kidding when you said there's a lot of these types of images.
I know there are more that I don't want to use. Oh, and the creature card can only be equipped by one person for some reason.
Give it to Ron. He deserves it.
No, I give them to Hermione because she's worthless anyway. It's like she is yet to get a stamina card or any Jinx card. Like for realsies. Oh, and by the way, the change all of my cards to Jinx cards actually overrides the Jinx style cards. Jinx style being things that decide what your Jinx is gonna work like. So things like double Jinx actually don't work. It just everything counts as though they were Jinx plus 20 cards.
I see.
Which is still like this still kicks quite a punch.
There are still several shields to collect.
Yeah, shut your whoring. There aren't thankfully any more in that direction. There is just one of those golf club eyes over here. And no, I'm not gonna be collecting every single collectible. I'm also not going to be collecting all of the Triwizard shields. I'm only going to be collecting as much as is necessary for completion of this game.
But what about 100%?
Not worth it.
But you 100% the other 3 games.
I never did.
Well, you did the first one.
Sorry, Harry. They got away from me.
Wrecked.
Totally got away from me.
Totally on accident.
But yeah, you can. There is friendly fire, but thankfully it's limited to the throwable objects. Thank you, game, for this camera angle. It's incredibly helpful.
So wait, does this game have stink pellets?
No.
Why are we even playing this game?
Because we need to get to the 5th one, or the PlayStation 1 or Game Boy Color version of the 2nd one. By the way, sometimes you can actually ride the objects that you Wingardium Leviosa.
Neat.
That's absolutely not an intended feature, but you can still do it. It's very wonky though.
They should have made it an intentional feature. That would have been dope.
That would have been pretty cute. But the next game does actually do a lot of things with Wingardium Leviosa, and it's pretty fun. It mostly involves Ron's head and stone chairs.
What?
Or that's at least how I play my game. Now, these are some of the most problematic doors for the AI to figure out for some reason. Here I just go around and want to extinguish all of these fires, as well as show off a certain very annoying feature of the fixed camera. It's always only designed to work in one direction. By which I mean, if you're going back through a level, you will be you'll be pushing the camera back very hard. Like you will have to just rub your nose against the screen in order to go back in a lot of the levels.
Gross.
And here there was a cut because I had to stop. I had to stop the recording and go do something. You can actually stop the level and keep all of your beans and collectibles that you have found at any moment in time, which is a nice feature. You just press start and you have the option to end level. You also have the option to quit, which will actually get rid of all of your progress, which is why would you even have that in the game?
Why don't you try
In any
finding
case,
it?
what I was saying about those doors, those seem to be the most impossible doors to figure out for the AIs. They will get stuck on them very, very often and just futilely try to open them with Carpe Retractum. No matter on what side of the doors they stand, if they're anywhere near those doors, they'll prioritize opening them with Carpe Retractum, regardless of whether they need it or not. I was once stuck for a good few minutes because Harry just would not give up on pulling those doors.
Amazing.
But that is literally the only case where, like for me, the AI got unbearably stupid.
Anytime, Hermione.
That's wrong. That's Harry, actually.
No, Hermione needs to get her ass up here.
For most Carpe Retractum related things, you only need 2 people. But for pretty much everything that's Wingardium Leviosa and involves more than one person, it's always free. There aren't any 2-person Wingardium Leviosa things, which makes it a little bit annoying when you're trying to push it through an entire level. And normally you can put this in such a way that you can just immediately go up there, but I need to fix it up a little bit. Like go down there and move it slightly so it's upright.
Gross.
Normally it's not a problem, and you just actually walk on air to where you're supposed to go.
Good.
Taking notes from Voltron. See, no, okay, that
yeah.
didn't happen here. Oh, and by the way, before you collect the shield, put a couple jinxes, because there is a sneakily hidden dragon statue behind it. So if you don't pick it up, you just have to go through the entire stage to this place to only pick up one statue.
Yay!
Or wait until you get the last spell in the game, and pick up some other things that are also in that specific location. So I guess it's not all terrible. Ricochet Jinx. This one's actually pretty fun, but it also needs a lot of power to actually make it worth it. It's also an interesting spell because it makes it very easy for you to max out the amount of spells you can have on screen at the same time. So your character will keep waving their wand, but no spells will be coming out of it, because you've already casted too many and they're just bouncing around the whole place. Most of the upgrades for spell style are very useful, except for spell cascade. That one is good to put on the AI because they will make good use of it. But as a character, as a player character, it's pretty worthless, because in order to take advantage of its properties, you need to keep throwing charge spells, and you never use charge spells because that's almost never beneficial, and also it's also kind of boring to do that. because you just need to stand around for a little moment and then you throw a spell. If you do it normally, you just get 2 spells in place of one, and if you do it once you have a double jinx, you get 4 spells in place of 1, and once you have a triple jinx one, you get 6, which is nice. Yeah, Hermione, you can be full-on useless, as far as I care.
So when do we get Glacius?
No, sadly, Hermione has traded her lotion powers for Magicus Extremis.
What the hell,
maybe.
Hermione? It's a downgrade.
Wait. I have a theory. Just hear me out here. Because it is the blue beans that give you Magicus Extremis bar. They're hand lotion flavored.
Ugh.
And this is why
Ugh.
this is why
gross.
it's Hermione's specialty, is because it's all about the hand lotion.
God. Why? Who would eat that?
Ugh, Hermione's an expert.
No. Cease. God.
Sorry, Ron, I didn't mean to do
Perfect hit.
Get wrecked.
Wingardium Leviosa. Ow.
Okay, and now we can go the intended way.
Next creature interesting.
Interesting. Interesting. There's no way that can be good.
This is actually the part of the level that has some dialogues and stuff like that. And interesting things going on, like what just happened there.
Mhm.
I think that statue
So when's Evil King Stan gonna show up?
I don't think so, Ron.
He's also not in this game.
Again. Why are we playing this game?
Well, to kind of show off why it's not quite as good as it could have been.
Is anyone else as smoked as I am?
Partially that,
A
and
spook?
partially, yeah. It's
What the hell is a spook?
Just turn to your left, just 70 degrees.
Oh, that's fucking creepy.
Yeah, what's also creepy is what's about to come. Hermione.
Carpe retractor.
Ron will also do.
Ron's just like, whatever.
Pull it.
Yeah, these
Hey
things are,
guys.
Watch out for the I'm trying to.
these things are pretty fucking creepy, and they're very annoying. They have projectile attacks, so they can attack you from nearly anywhere, and they're actually fairly quick. Unlike, well, they're both quick and they're also fast. They also do a lot of damage. They can finish you pretty quickly, if you let them, that is. There's still nothing compared to one of the other enemy types. They never, like, aside from like 1 or 2 occasions. See?
There's more of those things.
See how much damage I took for that? In any case,
Yeah.
for these, you can catch them with Carpe Retractum, but it's not optimal strategy. Just like do it once for the sake of unlocking their cards, and on all the other occasions, just maybe let your AIs do that. Because it's just putting you in a lot of danger. And you know, if it's anybody, if anybody's gonna be put in danger, it should be Ron and Hermione.
Obviously.
When you're not controlling them, that is. You know, there
Well,
are
when you're not
occasions-
controlling Ron, if this game were realistic, he'd just be asleep.
asleep, and now he's just addicted to beans.
I like how Carpe Retracta makes a sucker punch noise.
It actually feels like the sound work for it is actually very nice. It actually does sound like it's something that's holding and stretching, and you know there are spores behind it.
Right.
Except on the one level where that sound gets stuck on a loop and doesn't end.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, this game has glitches, not quite as many as the previous Harry Potter titles. Definitely not as many as the remake of the first game, because Jesus Christ, how did they get past, you know, I actually getting that game released.
I don't know.
Freaking airplanes. And yes, you turn them into chickens.
Good. Can you break the chickens to get beans?
That's what you do.
Good.
Beans are made of chicken.
Or, okay.
Ron, Hermione. I'll just chicken him. It sounds like there are more, but there really aren't. At least not right here. And there is a thingy right down there. You can see with the camera angle. They do hide collectibles in interesting ways, like interesting in the terms of them using camera angles to show them when you get into the right position.
You need to stop worrying so much, Ron.
And here, if you're very careful, you can actually take out the fires before the event starts. And you kind of want to do that because the event that starts is a bit of a clusterfuck, but I failed to do so. Just turn the guy
Perfect sync.
They practiced it.
They were waiting for this day.
They were practicing their Power Rangers routine.
Dude, I wish this game had Power Ranger outfits.
One of the games I want to cover does. Well,
Is
not
it
so much.
medieval Power Rangers?
It's the Wizard of Oz Power Rangers.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, that exists. The best method I found of actually like getting your stream to not grow so weak is just keep waggling the control stick. And yes, I want to put out all of the fires even though it's not necessary, because at this point I'm still getting experience points for using Aquarapto. Eventually,
Yeah.
it becomes a moot point because like once you use a spell enough times, you have just mastered it and you're not getting any experience for it. Like for now, I'm still getting experience for everything. And for now, that is all when it comes to the Hogwarts exteriors.
But what about 100% completion?
Well, this level I will actually 100% complete, just none of the other ones.